eyes. It says, and now, O Father, glorify thou me with thy own self, with the glory which I had with thee before the world was. So, pre-existence of Christ, that Christ is the light. John chapter 1 verse 4. In him was the life, and the life was the light of men. John 8 verse 12. John 8 verse 12 we read, then spoke Jesus again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. He that followeth not shall not walk in darkness, shall have the light of life. So what we're seeing is, right at the beginning of the chapter, the themes in the first chapter dovetail or go into the whole of the book. So, for example, light rejects darkness in John chapter 1 verse 5, and the light shineth in the darkness, and the darkness comprehendeth it not. And you see that in John 3:19. John 3:19. So it says, and this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world, and this is the condemnation, and this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than the light, because their deeds were evil. Light not quenched in John chapter 1 verse 5, and the light shineth in the darkness, and the darkness comprehendeth it not. And you see that in John 12:35. So what we're doing here is just seeing that the themes in John chapter 1 dovetail into the rest of the book. So John 12:35, we read, and then Jesus said unto them, Ye little while is the light with you. Walk while you have the light, lest darkness come unto you. For he that walketh in darkness knoweth not whither he goeth. And then you could look at Christ not received by his own, John chapter 1 verse 11, and John chapter 4 verse 44. Born of God is in John chapter 1 verse 13, John chapter 3 verse 6, John chapter 8 verse 41, 42. The only Son is in John 1:14 and 18, and John 3:16. So the theme of John chapter 1 goes right through, the themes go right through the book. Yeah. So first of all, from a biblical perspective, we're going to look at Jesus is God. So if you turn to John chapter 1, and we read that Jesus is God. And so one writer said, John could not have expressed the full deity of Christ more completely in John chapter 1. So John chapter 1, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same is in the beginning with God. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. So in the beginning is a reference to Genesis chapter 1 verse 1. If we turn to Genesis chapter 1 verse 1, it says, in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. Arrowsmith, a Puritan, says, ask the sun if ever there was without its beams, ask the fountain if ever there were without its streams. God was never without his Son. So the Word of God teaches that Jesus is God. If you